Welcome to the Bite Size Brilliance podcast. I'm your host, Dr. April Darley, and today I'm going to start out with a little Pirates of the Caribbean. So, remember that scene where Jack Sparrow is going, it's not the problem that's the problem. It's the way you're thinking about the problem that's the problem. So, recently I had a client book a session with me, and I'm going to call her Sheila. This is not her real name. So Sheila wanted to work on her confidence, but specifically clarity. She felt, I don't know what my purpose is in life. And I feel bad. I feel stuck. I've done lots of things. She's a high six-figure earner. She has had multiple endeavors. She's an investor, venture capitalist, et cetera, et cetera. But she just felt, I'm waiting on the next thing. I don't know my purpose. I don't know the next thing. I'm just feeling really lost. So when I started digging into this story and I asked her, okay, let's look at a few different things. So if you work with me, I love personality profiles. I love archetyping. And one of the things that I often do, it's a question on my intake form, is astrology. It's optional. You can give me your birth time, place, info, all that stuff, and I will pull up a chart. And if I have a client that hates astrology, we never go there. But a lot of my clients really love it because it's a blueprint on your life. And so I'm looking at this chart of hers and we start talking about a few things. And she's like, we talk about gifts. And I start going, look, you've got these planets and these houses, and I know you, and you're really gifted in XYZ. And she's like, yeah, but I don't really want to do those. And the thing about astrology is it's a blueprint, and we all have gifts, and we can manifest those gifts in a bajillion ways. It's like, for example, someone who's a great listener. That's a strength, that's a skill. A great listener could be a bartender. They could be a hairstylist. They could be a coach. They could be a mediator. They could be a judge, right? There's so many jobs out there that would use the purpose of listening and giving advice or mediation. So it's not like, oh, I've got this strength or skill. I need to do this one job, and that one job is my purpose. Because a lot of people confuse purpose with job. And you can have amazing skills and strengths and have a purpose that has nothing to do with the way you make money. So we got into this. I'm like, okay, well, once I started throwing these suggestions out, she's like, no, but what I really enjoyed doing was this. So she listed off 5 things that she's like, I love to do this. I'm so passionate about this. And you could see how these things were related and they fell into one of the strengths you could see in her astrology chart. And so we talked about that and it hit me. It's like, you don't have a clarity issue. Because she's like, I just need clarity. I don't know what my purpose is. So she didn't actually have a clarity or a purpose issue. She had a courage issue because she knew exactly what she would like to do, what she would like to build. It's similar to some things she's done in the past, but she just was lacking the courage or the confidence to build it even bigger or do it again in some form or fashion. So sometimes where we think we're stuck, I don't know my purpose, or I feel lost, or I don't have clarity, the problem is not the problem. It's how we're looking at the problem. And when we twist things around, we look at things from a different perspective. And I'm going to pull it out. If you're listening on the podcast, you can head over to YouTube and see the video. But I have a Rubik's Cube on my desk. And this Rubik's Cube, if you are Gen X, you know every Gen X kid has at one point tried to solve a Rubik's Cube. But what it does is it forces you to like constantly look at things from a different angles, from a new perspective to try to solve the problem or complete the goal, which is to get all the colors on one side, right? Just to get everything lined up. And that's really what life is, this giant Rubik's Cube. And we just need to twist and turn things and get out of our own head sometimes to identify what the real thing we want is. So it's not that we lack clarity because there's a piece of your brain, your subconscious, has a lot of answers. It has the answers. And if I were a betting person, I would say there's somewhere inside of you, some piece of your brain right now that already knows what you want to do. It is just allowing that information to rise up to your awareness, to your conscious awareness specifically, and to let go of any fears that you might have that are suppressing that information from surfacing. And then to give yourself permission and to create a strategy to go do the thing. So it's not that you don't know what the thing is, but it's the resistance you have and that constant story you have of, I don't know what the thing is, and that's the problem. But the real problem is how you're thinking about the problem and not looking at it from a growth mindset or an expansive mindset and going, what are the all the options that are available to me? And out of these options, which one would I actually like? What's the work that I am willing to do to pursue something? What is going to make me the happiest? What's my real end goal here? So, when you start changing the questions that you're asking, looking at things from different angles, and really incorporating all of these different layers of yourself into the problem solving process, you're going to arrive at solutions that make you feel good, that instantly melt away that resistance. And you're going to stop telling yourself some stories that I'm stuck, I don't know what to do, I can't possibly do that. And you're going to switch gears into that growth mindset that says, okay, how are we going to get this done now? So, this is what I like to guide my clients through in the Bespoke Brain System. It's a customized system that I've created that helps you learn to work with you because there is an owner's manual to you. It's a blueprint. No one in the world is quite like you. They don't think, feel, act, or believe. You are truly unique. And I call that bespoke. That's really what bespoke means. It's customized for one person. So when you learn your brain's internal operating system, just like on your phone, that iOS, when you learn to work with it and to look at things from different angles, to problem solve on multiple levels, you are playing chess, my friends. You're not playing checkers. You're strategizing and you can see 5 moves ahead and you can look at the entire board now instead of just being zeroed in on one tiny limiting piece of it. So, if you would like to learn more about how to shift your worldview and learn to work with strategies that are very unique to you, then let's talk about working together one to one. I do a free consultation call over at aprildarley.com. You can do it anywhere in the world, it's only 20 minutes. And let me know what you're struggling with. Let me know where you're feeling stuck or challenged. And then we can talk about some different ways to view that situation to open up an expansive growth pathway that's solution oriented for you instead of problem focused. Okay, my friends, until next week, I am wishing you so much love and success, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.